So guys, welcome again to this episode. Thank you for those who are subscribing. Keep on sharing our content. Thank you for being part of this journey. And we are in the 5th episode of the Know How podcast. And today we are going to talk on how you survive in your business world. And to students, how do you survive in university without getting tired and keep on moving. So in this particular episode, we are going to generally talk about the best ways that you can definitely use to survive and avoid getting tired as you continue in the process. So let's dive in. 8 to 10 is reading time. From 10 maybe to 11 is doing assignment. That's one. So if you are a student who have been going to classes through the day, you have been having a very tough schedule during the day, you can use 2 hours to study and maybe 2 hours to do assignment. The rest, sleep and take rest. Rest is very important. Let us go now to a person who is working maybe for a particular platform or a company. This person gets up in the morning at 6 a.m., do the work up to maybe 6 in the evening, then goes home, has some work to do, and you find this particular person overworking. So you can manage your time by going to work. After you get out of work, you leave work at work. What does leaving work at work means? It means that if you come out of that particular office, not working from there, you again take rest, spend time with the family, and take quality sleep. Number 2, you have to avoid procrastination. You have to do the real thing, not the imagined thing. For example, you are a creator and you want to reach 0 to 1,000 subscribers in a single day, and you have no idea of how you create your content. You have no idea of how you manage your content. That one is not going to be possible. This thing takes a step. You start from somewhere, you keep on moving from one point to another, you script, you edit, a lot of things. So you come up with an idea, you write a script, you shoot, you edit, then you upload. But remember, maybe the results cannot be the same as what you expected because of procrastination. Maybe you think that when you create this particular kind of content, after maybe 24 hours, you're going to get million views and you get monetized and you start earning from that particular platform. This thing is a process. You learn from one point to another. This applies to the worker as well as the student. If you want to do something, you have to learn fast. You will go to job, you know that you manage your time well, you avoid a lot of social media, you do your work and complete it when you are at work. When you go home, you spend time with the family, you sleep, then you get moving tomorrow without getting tired. For a student, you attend classes, you do maybe, you create time maybe for your business, maybe for your extra things, you do the assignment, you do your reading, you take quality sleep, then you keep moving the next day. How can you know that you are getting tired or signs of fatigue in working, maybe in school or in the job market? One, the level of your productivity shows much. For example, you have been maybe working in a particular job. Maybe you can create maybe 2 websites per day. Now you started making 1 per day. It means that you are incurring what you call a negative deviation. You are moving backwards. That is one sign of fatigue. When you overwork, the level of productivity reduces. For a student, you have been working, you have been overworking. So when you go to the exam rooms, you will find that your performance becomes low. So that is one sign of fatigue. So let's, for example, look at the story of this young man. There is this story of a gentleman that is told who was pursuing Bachelor of Economic and Statistics in a given university. So this particular guy used to do a lot of mathematical calculations when maybe he was in the first years of studies. He used to have a very good, well-designed timetable that allows him to work during the day and also have enough rest time. So it happens that when the years continues, this particular young man, now the course becomes so technical and he also have to adapt to the changes that have come by. So the guy decides to spend almost 6 in the morning to 12 at night to do studies and research. So when it comes to performance, the performance of the previous years is higher than this particular performance of this time, yet he's making more effort. This is a sign of fatigue. Our body is adapted to a situation that you can do what the body is able to do. For example, there is time for rest and there is time for working. So if you overwork, then time for rest is reduced and performance also decrease. Let us now talk about strategies that you can use to make your time well managed. For example, you have to read for 30 minutes. Then you can go to TikTok for 10 minutes. If you must be there, you can work for 30 minutes, go to social for 10 minutes. And remember, if you give the social pages a lot of time, it means that productivity reduces. So make sure that when you are working, work for 30 minutes. Always give work priority. Let work be more than the time that is taken in those particular social. Remember, social media is very addictive. So if you really want to make productive work, reduce the time between social and work. Give work more priority than the social time. Number 2, make sure that if it is possible for you to subdivide work. For example, in a working area, you can share your job with someone else who does that particular activity in the same company, and this will help you to save time and complete this particular task in time. For students, make sure you also involve in group studies, find peers so that you can study. Those particular hard tasks can be solved in a very short time. So guys, make sure you subscribe. See you in the next episode.